Today on XYZ with Erik Zachary, Mo Glickid.
What?
Moana, Wicked, Gladiator 2.
Okay.
Has set the record for the highest grossing box office Thanksgiving weekend since 2018. My mom joining the show from Mom's Hot Take to talk about good customer service. That's her hot take. She's like, the oil change, man, it was resort level, all inclusive. They had coffee, they had water. There's a new 1989 Taylor Swift theory because there's exactly 1,989 days between the day that Scooter Braun purchased her catalog and the final Eras Tour show, and now everyone's like, she's a mastermind. I'm like, there's no way that she thought of this 5 years ago. All of that and more. Let's get into it. XYZ with Erik Zachary is on. 1 week after dictionary.com said demure is the word of the year.
Right.
Oxford Dictionary is like, wait. No. That's not.
Oh, good.
That's not word of the year. Jordan, you and I kind of had some discourse of like, while demure had its moment, I don't think it was the word of 2024. Oxford University Press said brain rot has been named the year of 2024, which I personally think is hilarious.
I'm with it.
Because it also kind of encapsulates what happened with the demure thing.
Totally.
If you didn't know, brain rot is defined as mental decline caused by trivial material. The term saw a 230% use of increase this year. And I think that's hilarious because I would describe the demure, mindful trend as a little bit of brain rot.
Yeah. Also, Elon Musk's Twitter.
Those two things. That's it. Did anything else big happen this year? That I don't know. Like,
what else could have happened
that
this
people
year?
were sharing terrible, horrible opinions on? Don't know. XYZ with Erik Zachary. It is your XYZ ENT Entertainment Report, all brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Let's get into this. Some box office numbers, Jordan.
Okay.
Obviously, it was a huge weekend with Glickid, Gladiator.
No. What?
Wait, what do you mean, no?
It moaned.
No, it's Mo Glickid is the new one.
Yeah, moaned sounds way better, though.
So obviously, I hate that all of that just took precedent over the actual report. Wicked and Gladiator 2 came out last weekend, or previous weekend to last weekend.
Right.
But obviously, a lot of people taking the Thanksgiving holiday and time to be home with family to go see that. Moana 2 also got released this most recent weekend. So those are three huge movies. It has now set the all-time record for the 5-day Thanksgiving holiday at the movies with a record-breaking $420 million.
Wow.
The previous record was held in 2018, which was $316 million. Those movies, to remind you, Ralph Breaks the Internet, which I didn't realize that was such a big film. I think that's Wreck-It Ralph, right? Yeah, it's like the sequel.
I think there was just nothing going on.
Creed 2, that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
And Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald, that came out the week prior, so
Got
kind of
it.
the same Wicked situation. I can't believe that Ralph Breaks the Internet did that well.
It was an incredible film, Eric.
It did $200 million. Anyway, record-breaking this year. Did you see Wicked? I couldn't tell if you posted it on your story or not. No one's happy to explain to you about how outstanding the visual effects are.
You hated the internet those days.
A little bit. Here's the thing. I'm not like the guy that's like, I don't want to see Wicked because I have an issue with musical theater. I don't at all. I just personally, like, I know I've seen the movie or the show live. I don't have this huge attachment to it. I'm sure I'll see. It was kind of like how I feel about Barbie. I'll see it when it comes out.
Eventually.
Because I want to see what everyone's talking about, but I'm not going to go to the theater to see it right now.
Let's be real. You're not paying for it.
That's
what you're
what
saying.
I mean, yeah. And my mom was like, oh, should we see Wicked? And I was like, maybe. And then she's like, okay, we can see Moana 2. I said, why is that your follow-up? And she goes, because your dad really likes the music from Moana 2.
I like that.
I didn't know my dad was a Moana fan. Anyway, in all seriousness, they're all incredible films. Excited to see that the box office is back, baby. Your XYZ ENT Entertainment Report, all brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts, your professional parts people. Martha Stewart has claimed that she doesn't know how to open or read her DMs, which is bad news for all of the messages that Jordan used to slide in.
That's right, man. I'm so bummed.
Suddenly makes more sense why she wasn't responding to you.
It's not that she didn't want to talk to me. She just didn't know I'm out there.
Your love letters were just a message in a bottle in the ocean.
Well, hopefully she finds them, but she was just doing an interview with Talk Shop Live to promote her 100th published book, which huge.
That's crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
So-
Cookbook, right?
Yeah.
This can't be like 100th like personal biography.
Autobiography. I'm talking about me again.
Whoa, Marty, how many stories you got?
Well, yeah, she was like, I don't know anything about DMs or like that they're there. And I was like, oh, there's still a chance.
Okay. She posted a picture with all of her pies, but also her Chow Chow dog that she has.
Okay.
I have a Chow Chow. My parents have a Chow Chow. I didn't realize that Martha Stewart did. When I tell you no less than 15 people sent me this DM, to which I'm like, why do all of you follow Martha Stewart? Your mental health moment on XYZ with Erik Zachary. It's all brought to you by Straight Talk from Verizon. The holidays are here. And this is not going to go into like a Kmart holiday special commercial. We all heard plenty of those over the maybe not Kmart, but you get what I'm saying.
The Black Friday
deals,
for sure.
Or Cyber Monday, whatever it may be. But it's an important time to remember to not only take care and prioritize your family and your loved ones and your friends, but also, most importantly, yourself, because you can't be there for those other people if you're not there for yourself. And I know this is kind of one of those messages that we all hear a lot. We may even tell ourselves a lot, but you really need to underscore it during the holidays.
I believe that it's important to stop down. Like you said, this is something that we have said countless times. You'll probably hear it a million times, but definitely take the time to just be with yourself. If you got to take that special walk with your cousins before dinner, do whatever you got to do, but lock in so that you're your best self.
Yeah, and I do think that it's easy for people to get so caught up in the excitement of seeing family that maybe you don't see often, or you know, you've traveled and you go to your hometown and you're seeing a lot of hometown friends and whatnot, but that can be so stressful of trying to pack your schedule full to see everyone and give so much of yourself to other people that it's very hard to step away. And not to call out an older generation here, but I do think it's a sweeping generalization, but you know, a lot of our parents and especially grandparents put such a heavy focus on this is the holidays, be with your family.
Oh yeah.
And that, you know, we're a generation that's starting to recognize while all of that is very important, also mom and dad, I love you. You got this for 15 minutes. I'm just going to step outside for a second.
You got to do that. And I think, you know, going off of that idea of like the older generation, I hear so many people, my family, others that are like, let's go to this person's house. Then we got to go to cousin so-and-so's house and then that person's house. And that's so emotionally draining. Yeah. Where is the part where you're like, okay, now I'm going to sit down on the couch at my house and just kind of chill out for a little bit. Take time for that.
Take some time for yourself for sure. And also just kind of a little sidebar note too. I think that people, because of being raised with the holidays is the time to see the family, have kind of gotten away from seeing those loved ones and families and extended family members at just other times of the year.
Yeah.
Spread the wealth. I mean, don't put so much focus on Thanksgiving and Christmas. I think that you're more beneficial to maintain those relationships and be healthier for your own mental health too if you go visit the grandparents you wouldn't normally see in April.
Cousin Nelson, I'm not coming to see you this Christmas, but I'll see you next Tuesday.
Flag Day, man. That's what we're celebrating together. Your mental health moment. It's all brought to you by Straight Talk from Verizon. Mom's Hot Take. It's all brought to you by T-Mobile. My mom joining the show today to provide her perspective on what's trending, specifically in her world.
Yes.
Mom, you said it's about oil changes?
It is. It's a titillating conversation.
She just stole my word. I said that right before this, and she's trying to repeat it like she's the Oxford Dictionary out here.
Don't go there with me. Anyways, let's get back to my story. So I went to call for an oil change. And, you know, usually you get the lady going, okay, let me, you know, transfer you to service. And then the service guy goes, hey, what do you want? And I'm like, oil change, blah, blah, blah. Over. Done.
Got it.
Now,
this conversation, such great radio, Jordan.
This conversation took no less than 8 minutes. I was transferred to the reservation station. The reservation
there's
station.
No way they call, there's no way they call it the reservation station.
You call
it's the splash zone.
You call them, you'll hear it. No. Hi, this is reservations. How can I help you?
Got it.
I said, yes, I'd like to schedule an oil change for my car. And this said person was like, do you have a preferred tech? And I was like, okay, I'm not in there that
hair,
over.
Like it's a barber?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I said, I don't.
Got it.
And wait, it gets better.
Okay, please.
Then he goes, will you be staying or coming back for your vehicle? And I said, I'm going to be staying. He said, that's lovely. We do have a coffee station. We have a water station. I am like thinking I have to check my phone call. I'm thinking I'm booking a resort vacation. Do you want a window? Do you want an aisle?
Got it. So none of these things are new.
They have that all the time.
Yeah, it's just how they're
being presented and packaged. Yeah.
I had this question to Jordan the other day. We had the exterminator for our studio, like the whole building come.
Right.
And they say they're like a rodent movement specialist. And like, dude, you're emptying a rat trap.
You clean rats out.
Like, there's nothing wrong with. Everyone has their own journey in life. It's just it's when you use terms to make it sound more important than what it really is.
Right.
Like when even people in our industry, in radio or television, that are like, I am a on camera journalist broadcaster. It's like, you talk about Taylor Swift.
Slow it down.
Yeah, and I've been guilty of this too. But
Sure.
like, I will also put myself in that line of fire. It's like, just call it what it is, man.
Yeah.
I talk for a living.
Yeah.
Cool.
I
This guy's changing oil.
Yep.
He's not a reservation station specialist.
He was. I am a princess of this room right now. But it's like, wait, it got better. You didn't even let me finish. By the time the call was going on, he just said, okay, so I have your reservation booked. You will be seeing Stan. You will be staying, and you prefer, coffee. Is the exact time on the reservation correct? And he texted to me, and I'm like, yes. He's like, okay, so we have you down for. I'm not kidding you.
You're just describing customer service.
Yeah,
man.
I was going to say, have you never had good customer
No.
service?
Yeah,
No.
I mean, she's notoriously gone to the classic, like, hey, I'm your mechanic. What do you need fixed?
I almost want that, though.
Yeah, exactly.
I do too.
I agree, but it's funny though. I had a heating HVAC guy come out to my apartment a couple of weeks ago, and like the company that my landlord uses is very top notch, and they like send a picture of the tech. They say he loves dogs. He like enjoys long walks on the beach in the
Calm
Twilight
down,
series.
calm down.
And I'm like, I understand all of this is meant to make people feel more comfortable in this scary world.
Right.
But sometimes it's almost like you're doing too much, because now I'm freaked out. Now I know too much about this man. And it's like, I don't want to know your likes and dislikes. I don't want a Hinge profile for someone
Right.
that's coming to fix my heat or take the rat trap out.
Like, I don't want to talk to you about the dogs that you like. Just fix my stuff
Right.
and get out of my house.
Exactly.
I don't tell anybody on the air what I am.
What?
What?
You know what? That's called a tease in the industry. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll leave it there. My mom's hot take on her lubricant specialist.
Don't ever do that again.
Automotive lubricants.
Stop saying lubricant.
Her oil change. It's XYZ with Erik Zachary. Mom's hot take, all brought to you by T-Mobile. Head to T-Mobile.com to get a great deal on an iPhone 16 Pro. Swifties are freaking out on the internet. When are they not? Because of a new revelation that the days between when Scooter Braun purchased Taylor Swift's music library, which led to Taylor's versions and the re-releases of albums, June 30th, 2019, to her final upcoming Eras Tour show, which is December 8th, 2024. There is exactly 1,989 days, 1989.
Wow.
Famously a number that is associated with her, the year she was born, her album,
Right.
and whatnot. And everyone's like, she did this on purpose. She's a mastermind. 5 years ago, she planned her final Eras Tour show.
I don't think that she did this. I mean, if she did do it, more power to her.
Right.
It's very Taylor
I don't
Swift.
think you could possibly do this.
No.
This is before COVID. Like, you didn't even know if like stadiums were going to be open. Like,
That's very fair.
I think there was a realization maybe this year planning the second leg, like, oh, that would be a fun little extra bonus egg if we can plan it.
Well, she does this thing where, okay, we've got the Easter eggs for the super fans, and then once you create that culture, whatever else they find, she could just be like, maybe I did do that.
Yeah, she kind of becomes the Easter Bunny at that point. Like, she just has Taylor Swift multiverses, basically.
Where she is the Easter Bunny?
No, you're getting away from the point here. 1,089 days, 989. I'm flustered. Let's get into it. Your dumb of the day, all brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts, your professional parts people. Jordan, this man who spent most of the money that he's ever made in his life on one live stream.
Pretty much all of the money, and yes, a Mr. Hong out in China spent $550,000 on a live streamer, possibly an OnlyFans model, primarily because he wanted the woman to call him brother.
Wait. Not that I'm advocating for any illegal activity in any capacity, but you could find some love for $550,000. Instead, this person specifically is spending that plus his life savings on someone virtually just to call him whatever kink he has, basically.
Yeah,
which in this instance is brother.
No kink shaming, but he's now going to jail because
I don't know. A lot of money to say brother?
Yeah.
I'll shame that person.
Everybody was like, hey, man, why didn't you just record the video if she said it once? Why do you keep paying her to continually call
so he wanted
brother?
this happened again and again and again and again.
Multiple times.
I'm sorry, my brain's catching up. Did you say he went to jail?
Yes, he did, because after taking the life savings from him and his entire family, he then started stealing from the family.
He was married? Oh my God. Oh my God.
He took significant amounts of copper from the family manufacturing business, about $300,000, to continue.
Only for her to say brother?
Yes, on video.
I need to get on OnlyFans. Because I think we're finally hit a point where it's no longer sexual. If you want me to say random fun words I think won't,
anything can be sexual at this point.
That won't get me canceled. I should put that in there. Then yeah, you can send me $550,000. Then he stole copper from his family's company just to keep it going.
That is correct.
He said, "Listen, kids, you're not going to college, but there's a good reason. Daddy has a kink."
Oh, brother.
Oh, brother, where art thou? It's XYZ with Erik Zachary. Dumb of the day. It's all brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts, your professional parts people. This is kind of an iconic friendship move. XYZ with Erik Zachary. 4 English women that live in the northwest part of England went to a coastal city on vacation when they were 17.
Okay.
Over 50 years later, they have returned to celebrate their 70th birthday, all 4 of them, and repeated the pictures they took there.
Oh, wow.
Did many of the same activities and kind of basically recreated their vacation from the 70s when they were 17. They said that it was a week of laughs, staying out late, flirting with boys, with fish and chips, sunburns, swapping clothes, sharing secrets, making memories, all by the seaside. And I guess they recreated as much of that as they could.
Long-winded caption, but I love that for them.
Thank you for that, Jordan. They went to Torquay in England. I don't know
who.
I wanted to even say their names, but they got English. They got some English names, man. So we'll just say their first names: Marion, Sue, Carol, and Mary. Their surnames are not important to this story. But it did make me think, Jordan, you and I have been on quite a few adventures.
That's fair.
And vacations. What vacation would you like to repeat or recreate?
New York City, 2017, hands down.
I was living there. That wasn't my vacation.
It was such a vacation for me.
But I'm saying when we're 70, you want to redo that?
Where else have we really got? London, maybe?
I was going to say London.
Yeah, London.
We could, there's certain activities that we might have to swap out. You know what? No, let's just go for it. We'll hard launch it. If we make it to 70, Jordan and I may be caught as the next dumb of the day on the news.
Let's get it.
I have sunglasses on to represent that this is being recorded later than the rest of the show.
That was the lowest your voice has ever been.
I have sunglasses on.
They changed my personality. They're also polarized, so I can't see my teleprompter. End of the show, XYZ with Erik Zachary. Again, if you're getting the chance to check it out in video, thank you. We hope that you enjoyed as much as we do making it. If you're just hearing us, that's okay too, but you can see it in video form on Spotify. With that said, there's one story I want to circle back to, Jordan.
Okay.
Martha Stewart didn't know how to open her Instagram DMs.
Yeah.
We're making light of the fact that you may or may not have DM'd her or slid into those DMs, which
allegedly
obviously was a joke.
Yes.
How many celebrities have you slid into the DMs of over the years? Now understanding that you're in a happily committed relationship. 4.
Yeah.
Anyone that you feel comfortable sharing?
No.
Give me one.
No.
Can I guess? If I get it right, will you say yes or no?
Yeah.
Cardi B.
No.
I feel like it would be someone more comical, not someone you like seriously were trying to like.
Yeah, that's totally me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see. Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, that's the one.
All right, that's it for us tonight. We'll see you tomorrow on XYZ with Erik Zachary. Hey, thanks for watching XYZ with Erik Zachary. And yes, I said watching because if you're listening right now, that's okay too. We love you too. But also the entire video podcast is available on Spotify. Spotify has video. A lot of people don't know that. You can search us for free. You don't need a membership or anything. Just search XYZ with Erik Zachary. Now, the show is also a radio broadcast show that airs in 34 different cities in conjunction with our partnership with Skyview Networks. If you want to see a full list of our affiliates, go to xyzwitheasy.com. This week of XYZ with Erik Zachary, is brought to you in part by our friends at Optima Tax Relief, Straight Talk from Verizon, O'Reilly Auto Parts, professional parts people, and T-Mobile. XYZ with Erik Zachary is hosted and created by myself, Erik Zachary. It is co-hosted and executive produced by Jordan Foster, produced by Trace Hamilton, Giancarlo Fazlek, and Mom's Hot Take correspondent, Virginia Zachary.